Okay, so I'm working to get into uh, my good headquarters pass, right? But Sal's savvy to it. He's not having it, and he gets this foot in my hip. And I can try to clear it. He knows what he's doing. I cannot leave this here even for a second because Sal, even if I've got this grip, Sal go ahead and kick this leg out. Boom, right? That's what happens when this foot goes in the hip, and it can kind of be a little bit difficult to clear it, right? When that foot's in the hip. So what we're gonna do is if that foot goes in the hip, that's our cue to switch off to a leg drag pass. All right. This is very similar to an arm drag. We're gonna reach across and get his pants. So across, right? So if this foot's in the hip, it's my cross arm that's coming to it. And then this is gonna be just the same as we were already using this to push off. It's gonna be my guiding hand, it's gonna be my pulling hand, right? What I'm gonna do as soon as I get a hold of this and this, I'm gonna push his knee toward his head. At the same time, I scoot my hips back. And this is a really important movement because my arms by themselves may not be enough to get his foot off of my hip. I learned this when we were doing sparring the other day. Once that guy had his foot in my hip, I was trying to get it off, it wasn't enough, and then I was pushed back, right? And then at this point, now I'm out of position. So maybe I push with this and it doesn't move at all, but this is my frame, if you will, or my wall that I'm then going to escape behind, right? So if all I need to do is break contact just for a second. So I'm pushing this way, and then I'm moving my hips out of the way, and now his foot is not in contact with my pants anymore, or my hip. As soon as that happens, we're dragging it across our body to our other knee, right? So the move is this. Push, hips back, drag it across. And what I'm really looking to do is get my knee behind his knee, right? If I can get to here, I've kind of beat the position a little bit. From there, if I can get to this, right, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3, and I've built my wall again, right? We're going knee, just like we were doing to this knee, right? When we're in headquarters, right? We're building that wall. We do the same thing. If I were to get to here, where his knee's below my knee, build my wall, okay? And then from there, it's your pass is starting, right? Once you get to this, I'm just hunting the head, not letting him have his hips back, and then we're in our position.
Do you worry about them having a foot on the other side if it goes back there?
No, it's not gonna matter at this point. They're not gonna hold on. All right, so one more time. We're starting in our, remember our good headquarters position is this knee is out, and let's go this angle this time. So this knee is out. I've shoved this down. I'm going to headquarters. He's not having it though. He puts his foot in the hip. As soon as this goes in the hip, cross grip, guiding hand. I'm pushing in as I pop my hips back, and then I'm dragging them across. I want this knee below my knee if I can get it. We'll look in a moment, we'll look at what to do up here, right? But I want this, if I can get to this, collar, then switch, block it. Now I'm looking for the head. I'm gonna pass. Okay? All right, Reed just made a really good point. This, if I'm trying to get to headquarters, it's like a C-clamp, and I've already got that C-clamp on his ankle, and I'm trying to shove his ankle down, right? So when I switch to the leg drag, that doesn't change at all. This hand is already there. I'm trying to push off, and I'm not able to clear it off, or he starts to get me extended. All we're gonna do at that point is bring the other hand over and reinforce that. So this is guide hand. I'm just using this hand to guide. This is pull hand. I'm using this hand to pull. So hips back, guide that foot out of the way, pull, right? It also, we looked at if you actually get completely extended, he doesn't have a grip here. So it's not difficult to just pull this out and up and around, right? So if he gets me extended, I can't push my hips back any further, but he doesn't have monkey feet where you can grip, right? So we can just go up and around and over, and we're right back in the same position, right?
But you gotta keep that right knee turned out.
Correct. If this ever gets turned, you're gonna get collapsed, and you're in danger. The second he gets you bladed out here, this is not good, because he's gonna start scooting around this way, trying to go to your back. we want to avoid this position very much, right? We don't want him to get here. That's why we're addressing this, shoving it off or coming around to the side. Okay, so again, I extend the hips, I get this leg off of me, I guide it around, my knee gets behind his knee. Now I gotta shove, this is really important to this move, is that I'm shoving this knee forward while I'm pulling. So I'm still got this right here, I'm pulling, I got force, counter force going, right? Sal, can you turn, even without the collar, can you turn back into me at this point? Like, no, it's not happening. But of course, I need to hunt that collar too, because he can't turn back into me, but he can start to go that way at this point. Yeah, I've got nothing stopping him from, go ahead and go that way, Sal. I got nothing stopping him from doing that, right? That's where the collar comes in. So as I drag across, I'm getting that collar, and once I've got that collar, now I've got a counter force coming back the other way. So he's pretty well pinned here, and then we can hunt the head. Actually, we can go here first, then here. But whenever the head becomes available, hunt that head, okay? Because once you can control their head, you're definitely, not only you pass their guard, but they're pretty well pinned at that point, right? Okay, so let's look at option B. So option A is I get a good drag, and I clear his leg down beyond my knee. So I get his knee below my knee is option A. Option B, which is frankly the more common, is that I'm not going to get his leg down my knees, and his leg's going to kind of end up here somewhere. So I'm starting here, pull, and his leg ends up like this, okay? That's just fine. Keep pulling, don't stop pulling, keep pulling, and then all we're going to do is we're going to drive this knee through to the floor, putting all the pressure on the back of his hamstring. This is going to look a lot like one of those over-under smash passes we did, but instead of my arm under his leg and my shoulder, now it's my hips, which is frankly even worse, right? So I drag him across, hands up high, I keep pulling, I drive my knee down to the mat, right? Sorry, Sal. End up here. From here, I can, whatever I gotta grab, but I'm looking for the head, right? That's what I'm doing. Once I get here, I can hold on to this. If he starts to get this knee high, I can circle back in and push it back down with my elbow, right? If he gets his knee up like this, I'm just gonna circle it in, drive it back down, hunt the head, give up that position and come to hip to hip.
Honestly, at that point, they would prefer hip to hip.
Yeah, they're very tough. The core concept here though, is look where his knees are compared to me. We're pointing his knees away from us, right? So you may not end up in some of these exact perfect positions, like I don't have the exact right grip, I don't have the exact right knee position because this guy's scrambling, I'm scrambling. Just point his freaking legs away from you and pin them to the ground, get some kind of upper body control, and pass, right? That's the idea from here. These are the very technical ways to do it. This is what you're shooting for, but my experience is it almost never ends up exactly like this. But the idea is, like I'm here, okay, I just gotta point his legs away from me, get some kind of collar grip, don't let him get, he's gonna try to get this leg back, don't let him get it back, right? Hunt the head, now we're there, right? Questions about that one? One more time, let's go, Sal, do you wanna see it?
Sure.
Chris, I haven't beat up Chris today. Let's go from this angle. Oh, sorry. Good headquarters position. Try to clear this. He's not playing along with me, so I try to just sit down. Hands up here. So keep pulling. Knee drive in toward the floor. Right? Get my collar. If this knee, I want to block his knee with my elbow, right? If this knee starts to get up high, circle it around, shove it back down, hunt the head. Bye-bye.